That is not a good idea. I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were
Missed.
involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for De
Sorry,
Vasconcelos,
Tina.
the line dies with me.
Tell me more.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you
Alright,
have
let me
around
think.
here that's early
Maybe
medieval?
that.
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't
Oh.
either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have
Hello.
to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs.
Ooh.
Now, I want to
Aha.
show you something interesting. Follow me.
Well, well, well. They're going to open up the door for me.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure
Okay.
on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
Okay.
A mausoleum, Senor
Okay.
Stobart.
Let's
Oh,
follow
come
inside.
with me.
Yeah.
Hey, senor.
Yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not
Yeah.
trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No,
Mhm,
the
thank you.
dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
There's an empty space there.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a
Oh,
look
some
around?
should look at.
By all
Let's look at you
means.
first.
The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar,
Boom, boom,
man
boom,
size in marble.
Boop, 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 boop. There's no window there for some reason.
A big statuette of
Look
the
at you.
Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place. In front of the shrine was a lectern with a Bible on it. On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard! Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Close up, over a checkerboard pattern.
Use the lens on that. Okay.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier. High up in the dome were windows. I guessed they might open them to make it less stuffy in there. I couldn't climb up there without
Okay,
breaking
thanks.
something.
Can we use that rod on there?
It was a rod with... I guess... Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. It was a rod with a comb. I guessed it was for snuffing out the... Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
Can I combine the lens? Nope. Oh, that idea's out the window.
Close up, over a check. It
Talk
was
to you
too
about this
delicate
place.
to move. May I ask you something?
You may ask.
There's stairs, I knew that.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members
Very
of the
proud.
Templars.
5 ancestors in the order.
6.
You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the De Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor
Okay.
my desire not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now. What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
Full deliberate. It's probably those chess
The
pieces.
gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot
It's
mean...
those
This
are the
place was
Templars.
built for the
Put the chess
Templars.
pieces in.
Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no
Nope.
time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hold down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set.
Jeez,
Yes!
okay.
The old chess set! Now hurry!
No?
My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy?
Okay.
You know,
So let's ask
I
the statue.
think I am.
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5 knights?
Yep.
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
Okay.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned
Okay.
without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know.
Hmm.
The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men
Really?
kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone.
So that's the broken sword.
He was never seen again. Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives
Let's,
are pure.
Very
put these
well,
chest
my
pieces in,
lady.
shall we? Yeah.
My lady
You,
seems to
I'm a
trust
complete
you.
stranger. I wouldn't
But
trust
you
me.
don't.
Jeez,
No,
George is a bit of a
senor.
shady character, really.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It
What one
fits.
missing?
Working quickly, I found
Okay.
which pieces went into which hole.
Well, click on the pattern to place chest pieces, place in the hole. Each piece is dragged and dropped into the right place. When you try to put the pieces in the wrong hole, they will jump back into side. Okay, so look in the chessboard. Okay, there's a red top, blue, yeah, so. How did it say that again? Well, I've got so much of this stuff not read. So that was right. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. If we go. Yeah, let's go back. Can I get back out of this? Ooh, I should have read the instructions. See, because those two match, yeah? Bang, those match there, yeah? Those two match. Blue. Okay, so. Hey. Red, green, blue. Sorry, was it red, dark green, light green, blue. Red. No, wrong, green. You go in there. Hey. So you are red. So that was you, wasn't it? Yeah. There we go. And you are blue, red, green. Blue, red. Blue, red. Blue, red. There we go. You are white, blue, red, green. White, blue, red, green. God, this mechanic is terrible. No, not you. Hugh. Yes, you. I want to drag you. There we go. Green, blue, red, green. Was it? Sorry? Green, blue. There we go. There we go. Hold it down. There we go. Blue, white. Blue, white, okay. There we go. Yeah, got the mechanic down now. Green, white. Green, white. Red, white. There we go. Boom. And something should happen.
With the red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Okay. Look, well, if we mirror this... How do we mirror this? We don't mirror this. Horsey, 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 horsey. Let's have a look now. Well, if that's your king, that's a king. Okay. So that's knight. That's knight. Next knight should go. Nope. No. Let's have a look now. Bishop. Bishop. Bishop? Nope. Nope. I could just literally just trial and error this, just by dropping it into all spaces, but I want to try to figure it out properly. Should be there. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. So we'll look at this the other way now. So your bishop, knight, knight, bishop. There. No. So it's not as I think it is, unless it's there. Somewhere around these bishops though, isn't it? There we go. Okay, it looks like the one was right, blah blah blah. It's done, isn't it? Can't save game. Hint then, how does this work? Hint 1, red outnumbers the white. Best solution would be to, but the best solution could be the white checkmate win, but make sure that you keep the white king out of check. Okay, back. So that's the white king. That's check, so I want to get that into checkmate. That's what I want. Okay. That's check, but I can still move there. See, that's out of check, so that's check, but I need checkmate.
Bingo!
There we go.
I mean, checkmate.
Should reread the descriptions. Ooh! Is that like the Holy Grail? Oh no, I can see.
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobart.
Ooh.
It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure?
Okay.
This is your moment of triumph,
Go on.
Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only
Back in
occurred to
Nico's
me a few
apartment.
days later.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain
Ooh, getting
everything.
jealous there?
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestors too.
Khan and
You're
the
as
Templars.
crazy
Yeah,
as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's
sure it
all
is.
part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
yeah.
Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly
Okay.
business, remember?
Wow.
Yeah, but
So get off my case.
Let's take another look here. Okay. So there's the
let's
knight.
take another look at the manuscript.
There's the mirror thing. There's the weaver, and that's that. Right, and there's that. Okay.
There, but the knight through my... There's between...
Okay, so what do you think of
This
that?
is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you.
Yeah, it's a bit
After
weird.
losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger? She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that
Yeah.
Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my
Tell
grandmother.
me more about this guy.
Just how long have you known Labano?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresher. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little lesser at the front, perhaps.
Well, okay.
I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
I'd better get back to the quest.
What have we got here? Well, I can't go Britain, I can't go Spain, I can't go Syria. So we might as well stay in Paris. And go to the museum again and speak to this Mr. Andre.